Stay tuned. The show is about to begin.
Hey everybody, just trying to get rid of the weight bot here. It seems delayed. I want to go away. Really delayed.
Weird echo too, isn't there?
That's gone. Weird delay though. It won't get rid of the weight bot. One moment, folks, while we figure out why the weight bot won't turn off. Can't get him to turn off. Gosh darn weight bot won't turn off.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Stay tuned, everybody, as we get the weight bot situation figured out here. Sorry about the delay, but I don't know what's going on with the weight bot. Odd. Thanks, everybody, for your ongoing patience.
Turn it off.
It won't turn off? We might have to turn it off and start it again.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Oh, there we go. Woo! Well, we got a dose of the weight bot, folks. Welcome back to yet another episode of Raw Live. I'm your host, Frankie J. Along with me for the ride is my co-host, T.O. And we're going to make it a nice, calm environment tonight by having a little waterfalls there just to kind of,
Yeah, looks nice.
show summer.
Little ambiance.
Little ambiance for sure.
Yeah, well, the show should be an interesting one. We got a hot topic, I would say.
Yeah, well, what do you got?
Well, a lot of people wanted to dive into the subject matter of marijuana
Okay.
and the usage and maybe our opinions on that. But first, I'd like to get into a little bit of On This Day, if you don't mind.
Why don't we go ahead and do a couple on this day? Because I know you had a really couple good ones, and we'll go ahead and get the show started as usual, folks, with On This Day with T.O.
Here we go. 1939, Nazi Germany invaded Poland. Started World War II.
Ooh.
Very stressful there.
Yeah.
That'll do it. 1985, the Titanic wreck was found 13,000 feet down on the ocean floor.
Oh, 13,000 feet. What is that in miles? 2.5 miles?
That's,
Roughly?
Yes. Actually, pretty good there on your Nautica
Yeah.
translation of miles to the depth of the ocean.
Pretty damn deep.
Damn, it's down there.
Yeah, and once you get past like a quarter mile is when your ears start to implode.
Your nose will bleed.
Bleeding of the nose.
Yep. Now, all right, let's do one more here.
One more.
1914.
All right, 1914.
Oh, this is kind of sad.
Oh, no.
The last known passenger pigeon died in the Cincinnati Zoo. 1914.
Passenger pigeon. I've always wondered if I got pigeons, if I could actually train them to deliver notes to people. You know, that's what drug dealers do sometimes. If it's a small enough amount, they'll actually train the pigeon to fly to other houses with a gram or two or whatever. Yeah, that's how they're dealing drugs now.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, yeah. He loves his pigeons.
Yep.
He races those bitches. He loves them.
They do. They carry them. They're also very good, like watchdogs from high up.
Yeah, I guess they're really good pets, except they shit everywhere.
Oh, that'll do it. It's like a
Yeah.
baby then.
Yeah, well, like a duck, a waterfowl. So, is that all you got with on this day?
It is. It is.
Well, okay. So, I had a couple local, well, not local, they're national news stories, but I found them very interesting because I like to find news stories that aren't all over the news and that, should
Mhm.
be. And there was a driver pulled over in Nebraska with a gigantic horned Watusi, boon, what is it? Boone. It was a big bull, essentially.
What?
It was a whole bull. It was taxidermy.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was his passenger. And I guess the breed of cow is famous in Africa with gigantic horns, and he named it Howdy Doody, and the car was rigged in a way to be able to have him as a passenger to where he wasn't,
Yeah, affecting the driver with
yeah.
those
So it was
ginormous
his like
horns. It's
best
howdy
friend,
doody time.
and this huge bullhead. And they pulled him over, so they see this huge freaking bullhead sticking out of this guy's car.
Did he get a ticket?
No, it was just his passenger.
guess.
He actually had some sort of licensing to
Wow.
get.
Wasn't hanging out 3 feet past the thing, so he didn't need one of those little flags on the end of the horn.
Can you imagine the amount of pictures and selfies that guy has
Imagine
to do?
the smell.
Oh, well, no, it was taxidermy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a fresh,
Phew.
butchered bull. I'm certain that Peter would have got involved there. But
Peter
so
Piper.
in other news, a high number of inmate stabbings are going up in one particular prison or jail. Fulton County Jail in Atlanta has had 3 stabbings in the last 5 days, which is a lot. That's a
Wow.
lot. And
Cut you, foo. What?
I don't know. But prison violence is inevitable. I mean, you got a whole bunch of people in there for all different reasons. A lot of people for murder or drug, whatever.
A lot of people for violence.
And when you're short staffed to begin with, and tempers are flaring, it's hot. I can't imagine top grade A HEPA improved air conditioning in those places. They should be happy to have a fan. So,
knows?
Tempers build up. People don't like each other, and bada bing, bada boom. And they're fighting, and it's prison violence at its highest. And when you got one guard to 400 inmates, well, you just stand back and watch. Wait till the squad comes in, breaks it up, throws pepper spray, and
Yeah.
start the paperwork.
Bombs the room, and then
Yeah.
no, it's tough for security guards. That's for sure.
Well, and then they
Correction
become,
officers.
they become stressed out, and a lot of them, and it's really still too bad that, as far as I understand, don't quote me, that state employees, government employees, federal, whatever level, still cannot partake in using marijuana, even on a recreational level. They are popped for drug tests at random. I know that for a fact because I was a state worker and I was popped at random where they would say, okay, drive over to district and so is going to follow you over there.
Yeah.
And they still do that. And it's a shame because I think you had mentioned that we had a viewer's choice topic, which was supposed to be the show today. And what did you come up with for viewer's choice topic? Tio?
Viewer's choice topic by a couple people was discussion of marijuana and marijuana use and the pros and cons and what we think about it. I know personally I know
what you think about.
Well, I have mixed emotions, honestly. I think it is the greatest plant on earth, which actually
the greatest plant on earth.
One of our viewers had mentioned in our comments, and I agree with that. I think it has tremendous amounts of benefits medicinally and the plant itself, which we don't utilize hemp-wise.
No.
I know it's very expensive to do that, but we could have already found a way by now.
Well, they are utilizing it. It just hasn't been brought to market yet.
Well, yeah, it would interfere with the lumber industry and all those industries that are obviously don't want hemp involved, but that's not our fight here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it does have a lot of benefits. I think it's overused, 100%.
Well, there are people, let's face it, there's people that are obnoxious with it, okay? Just absolutely obnoxious with it. They're doing, Instagram lives where all they do is they sit there and they're smoking dabs and gravity bongs until they're coughing for half hour straight. And, those are the ones I think are obnoxious, okay? Let's face it.
Yeah.
There are people, but there's people like me. I smoke, I don't want to say recreationally, I want to say medically. I smoke in order to sleep at night. It relaxes my body enough to where my nerve pain, tingling, and all that good shit can calm down. Like yesterday, I had my long 8-hour infusion treatment. When I came home, you get injected with steroids, Benadryl, the medicine, and Tylenol, all within 8 hours. So when I come home, I'm like, jonesing. So I smoke some pot and out like a light.
Yeah. To me, it's weird. No, because I think it has great benefits for people like you or neurological diseases. I mean, obviously, the plant itself is going to be utilized by our body since our body's entire system involves balancing the health of us. and that system's called endocannabinoid system.
Well, that's a big word for you.
It is, but it's found in your brain, your gut, your skin, immune cells. So obviously, when you ingest this plant in any way, you're going to feel some kind of effect, and it's mostly good, I would say. 1 in 10 do become addicted to it. There's a lot of, like any medicine, it's going to affect an individual differently than it may affect
Your
somebody else.
love is like bad medicine. I had to. Let me
That's
take a
okay.
quick moment to welcome Lily, a longtime friend here on Fireside. Lily, welcome to the audience. If you have any questions about what we're talking about, feel free to request the mic, jump up and ask a quick question, or become part of the conversation. I know that you are a very interesting gal who likes to talk about, well, anything. So she's always a sweetheart. When I go to her shows, she right away says, "Frankie, come on up, come on up." So I'll share the same courtesy to you. Obviously.
Do you know what the number one country is of cannabis use?
Hang on. The number one country of cannabis use is hang on. No, I don't know. I thought
Chile.
It was Chile?
Yep.
Do they put beans in their chili, you
I
think?
don't know. Chile.
There was a big
And
fight on the
Canada's
show
number 2.
Yellowstone about that.
Number three. Papua New Guinea. I always
Wow.
like saying that. Number 4
Well,
is Israel.
they got
Seriously,
the
weird.
environment. They're in the tropical, perfect air quality, temperature quality,
True.
to grow. Why do you think Mexico is big with marijuana? They have the perfect year-round weather to grow perfect nuts.
Yeah, you don't see Mexico. It's funny though,
Yeah.
because I think we're number 10 on that list. But you know the number 1 city is New York City.
Oh, New York City.
Yep.
Oh, I wish Mom of the show was here. I would jump all over her.
You top the
There's
list.
no way there's not much drugs in the city. No way. Amherst, New York has much more. We love you, Joanne. We're just making fun of you.
I don't know.
We wouldn't make funny into your face, though.
It's come a long way because
It
when we
has.
were kids, I and I know for a fact in the 70s before I was born, the THC level was near 4%.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you're in the 30s almost. It's definitely almost a 50-something increase. It's more potent. People are starting at a younger age, which is I don't think that's a good idea to give the undeveloped brain, that type of I don't know, that type
Spit it out, boy. What the hell are you
I
saying?
don't think you should do that to an undeveloped brain. I think if you start, those who start later in life are better off. I know it does cause memory loss for sure.
Okay.
Short-term memory. I know that for a fact.
All right, here we go. The primary problem with the current available cannabis is dispensaries in Colorado. This is just from National Institute of Health. In Colorado, is that the THC content is not like it used to be. Prior to the 90s, it was less than 2%. In the
Thank you.
90s, it grew to 4%. And between 95 and 2015, there's been a 212% increase in the amount of THC found in the marijuana flower.
Yeah.
So it's just being produced more and more patiently now because of the laws being more lax. Because before, back in the day, when you were growing your own weed back in the 90s, early 2000s, you had to be very hush-hush. You had to have it as a, real tight, close, quick operation.
Yeah.
And you get garbage. And then over the time, the
Well,
ability to take time to do it correctly, and you got some good-ass nugs, I like smoking the good stuff. What about you, Lily? Do you smoke pot? Give me a clap if you do. I won't judge. I'll just ask you to pass the pipe.
I think it's 20% of Americans admit to smoking. It might be 25% of America admits to having smoked at least one time.
I'm going to look
I
that
didn't
up.
inhale. But I don't know. I think like anything else, I think it's good. It's mostly, if I had to put a percentage on it, I'd put 90-10 because it is addicting. But you know what?
Are you talking about overall marijuana usage?
Yeah, I'm
throughout
talking
the world?
about
Okay, well, I
recreational
got the stats
use.
here. Marijuana is the most commonly used federally illegal drug in the United States. 48.2 million people, or about 18% of Americans, used it at least once in 2019. So the recent research estimated that approximately 3 in 10 people who use marijuana have
30%.
marijuana use disorder.
Yeah.
Disorder? What the hell is that?
See, but then there's still people like Lily in the crowd who have no knowledge of marijuana whatsoever. And I have come across people like that. And
it's okay, Lily. That's okay.
It's totally fine.
We really don't. Yeah, that's okay.
But it baffles me, because it's so been thrown in our face so much lately.
Well,
especially
you know
growing
what?
up
A
in the
better way to
90s.
put it, because I don't talk stats a lot. You do. I like to talk just what I've witnessed, what I know, what I've experienced. For me to open the book and say, well, about 24.2 million.
Well, yeah,
That's
at the
not
end
me.
of the day, that's what
I
matters.
just think a lot more people are openly smoking now than they ever have. Let's think about it. In the 90s, to score a bag of weed,
Mm.
was it easy at times? Yeah. Was it hard at other times? Yeah. You had to call this person, take him the money, then he had to go to another person's house to give that person the money, and then that person would have to drive here to get it, and then he'd come back and we'd rendezvous like 400 days later. Now I can go on my phone, send one text, and within 22 minutes, I have someone pull up my driveway with a variety and little mirrors and lights to show me the quality and drop it off like Uber.
Yeah, come a long way.
We've come a long way,
It's
baby.
nuts.
Yeah. Listen, if it's legal, and I do got my marijuana card, as you do know. So before of all this ease of it, I did have the capabilities and still do to go to a dispensary. But I'm not buying copious amounts.
Are you a daily smoker?
Yeah.
For how long?
Well,
how many years?
Daily smoker. I smoke maybe a little bit. I'll smoke one pipe full throughout a day.
Oh, okay.
All right,
not bad.
I'm not packing bowls all day and laying around all like.
Okay.
I primarily smoke to rest my muscles when I'm having muscle problem or nerve problems.
A lot of people use it after exercising or during exercising.
Yeah, like today, yesterday I went for my infusion, slept okay, whatever, got up, I did wash, I vacuumed, I dusted, I cleaned, I mopped, whatever, and I will be in pain within the next like 4 hours to the point where I'm going to be like, okay, peace pipe, and then go night.
See, as regard of athletic performance, if I read here, it says research shows that marijuana affects timing, movement, and coordination, which can harm athletic performance. But what
Sure.
I also see there is that it could also, what if you're really good?
Okay.
Can it enhance you? So does it actually change you, or does it enhance whoever you really are?
Great question, because I was thinking of that also when they pop these football players for use of marijuana.
Yes.
These guys are on the grind. I mean, let's face it, folks. Yeah, they get $20 million, whatever, but they are at that practice facility 7 days a week. Their schedule is a grind from morning till night, studying, physical practice, padded practice, going over this, going over that, travel time. They are working 7 days a week, hardcore physical, like they have the best of the best when it comes to physical fitness, therapy, weight training, doctors, staff, whatever. If they go smoke a couple joints on the weekend, is it really going to wreck their performance overall? No.
How about in the 80s after
Well, in the 80s, they didn't
Arnold
even...
Schwarzenegger won his third or second or third title?
You don't
right
think he
after
was
he's
sticking
caught
needles in
smoking a
his
joint?
ass? Yeah.
Oh, he was smoking a joint?
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's going to kill him. No.
Oh.
No. Okay, these guys, listen, it's a legal drug now, and if these football players and organizations want to get these guys off the opioids and let them use cannabis as a remedy.
Great benefit right there. Let's go through a couple
Why?
of these other ones. How
Go-
about driving?
Driving? Okay, here's my take on that, okay?
Yep.
We all know somebody that when they smoke a bowl, the last thing they should be doing is fucking walking, okay? No, really.
I get
There's
it.
some people that'll take a hit of weed and they're fucking throwing up and they shouldn't even leave the house. They should just stay put. There's other people like you and I that can smoke a bowl, but we know when is when and what we can and cannot handle and go out and drive.
Okay.
It depends on the person.
Depends on the person.
I really
Again.
do. I believe in that. Yep.
All right.
Lily, do you have anything? Let's see what she said. She goes, how funny. I thought your topic was to be announced. Well, it is.
Okay.
This is a viewer's choice. Viewer wanted us to talk about marijuana, the pros and cons.
Here's one I'm sure we probably both agree with. How about if a mother is pregnant? Is it her body, her choice, or?
That one I would have to be against. If a woman's pregnant, she should be responsible enough to not inhale marijuana. That would only, in my opinion, hurt the fetus. I'm not a doctor, but I would.
I think it does does do for
slow things
complications.
down a little bit. Yeah.
I know that there's no correlation with smoking marijuana and cancer as of yet, smoking wise at all.
What do you mean?
Which is that they haven't proven that smoking cannabis causes any kind of a cancer.
Well, no, because it's not filled with all kinds of chemicals.
Also,
like cigarettes have 5,000 chemicals in them. It's not just tobacco, my friends. I mean, there is carcinogens and
this is a weird little TO study that I did on my own here during COVID.
Okay.
But I noticed the ones that did not get COVID smoke
weed.
Smoke marijuana.
I
I
mean,
don't know if there's a correlation.
I don't want to go on the books and say yeah, but it could be.
I mean,
I mean,
I said
think
before,
about
that endocannabinoid system. It does.
Yeah, but
go into your immune system.
Here's the thing, though: how many people that smoke weed that much left the house to even expose themselves to COVID?
Who knows?
So I guess you could go 100 different ways with that study.
Sure,
but
no, totally agree.
It could just be a mental thing too. A lot of people didn't get COVID because I don't know, it's regular flu.
Because they didn't want to go get tested because it was just.
Oh yeah, how many people do you think didn't get diagnosed with COVID because they just thought it was a bad friggin' cold and they toughed it out?
Yeah, you know me. But then I saw all these people getting paid for taking the test at work, and then I'm like, what kind of an idiot am I for not taking this test? Maybe I should just take it, get positive, and get paid.
How much money did you make for a test?
Oh, I don't know.
You never got paid?
I never took the test, to be honest.
What you were? What?
I was sick once during COVID, but it wasn't COVID.
Wasn't COVID?
No, I usually get the flu once a year, and it was the flu.
I'm prone to bronchitis every year around this time. I get it's called chronic bronchitis, sinusitis, or some baloney where I can't breathe out of my nose, my lungs jam up.
Can't blow any hits out your nose.
I get fevers and banging headaches and whatever. But luckily here in the last few days I've recuperated. Last week I was an absolute sick mess. I went to the thrift store today and found this Bill's Mafia shirt for $2.50, brand new with the tags on it. We have a real high-end thrift store down the street for me. It's called Savers, and on everything, it's like a huge garage sale.
They have marijuana there?
They have marijuana stuff and shirts and stuff, but no, they might one day. But no, you can drive through and drop off a shirt or something that you don't wear, and they give you a 20% coupon. Then you go in the store, and everything is labeled with different colored tags. So today was orange tag, 50% off, plus the 20%.
Oh wow!
So I was finding shirts that were $6, 50% off, and then the extra 20.
It's like an extra 30 cents.
Well, yeah, and I found a bunch of stuff. I always find good stuff. I found a lamp that's worth $40. I got it for like $6.
Donate.
Last week, I just donated a couple T-shirts that I haven't worn.
Maybe one day you'll buy your own shirt back.
It could. I bought a Superman shirt. It was fun. And then I found whatchamacallit. Last week I found a pair of Kenneth Cole shoes, brand new men's shoes, $175 shoes, brand new. Not even a scuff mark on the sole or nothing. So I bought them for $19.99 with 20% off. Went home and within an hour sold them on the internet.
We're
for
gonna have
$110.
To cancel this segment out because we can't give this store up. I mean, just listening to it,
it's amazing.
It's making me want to turn this.
I'm
off
like
I'm
American Picker 1.0. Listen here, Mike Wolf and Frank Fritz. I'll take y'all on. I'll show you what picking's all about. But anyways,
prescribing marijuana. What is the number one reason why they prescribe it, or why a person would ask for it?
Because they want to get high and do it legally.
Okay, number two.
They have
depression, anxiety.
I would tend to think they won't prescribe it for that.
Okay, thank you. That's what I tend to think, but a lot of people get prescribed that.
I don't see that one. I kind of don't agree with because if they're already depressed, down, and sad, why would you? Yeah, unless they give them some sort of like hybrid mix that bumps
I'd like
them
to
up
hear
a little bit
from somebody who is has depression or anxiety and who's prescribed weed and how that makes it better. Because here studies show that it's linked to causing depression, anxiety, and suicidal planning. is what it says here.
That's a good question. Anybody that wants to answer that question, go to rawlive.com and drop us a message there, and or go to our Facebook group at Raw Chat. It's all in the fortune cookie ticker. So after the show's over, you can go ahead and click on either our website, rawlive.com, or go to
what's your
what else did I put in there? Oh, at Raw Chat for our Facebook group. So definitely join the Facebook group. Everyone's participating. It's great fun. And we got our new show starting September 6th. Tio and I are going to be talking football. We're going to be the best weekly football show here on Fireside. So be there September 6th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, live here on Fireside for the premiere of Raw NFL Weekly, done by Tio and Frankie J. It's going to be awesome. We're going to pick our favorite games of the week, give you predictions of all the games, and give you some of the chatter and shit talking that's going on throughout the league. So definitely tune in. It's going to be a good one. Set your reminders. Everyone listening here in the audience, outside the audience, and on YouTube, we thank you for your support there. It's been a great time. And we are kind of running out of time here.
I got
so
a good question for
Tio, why don't you go ahead with your last questions? Lily, if you have a question, we're going to be wrapping up here pretty soon.
I'll ask this to you, and then I'll also put it on our Facebook group page. What is your favorite strand of marijuana now?
Mine?
And back then when you first started, if you could remember.
for me, back then, I didn't know there were strands. I just know the less seeds, the better. I would buy bags of weed I would throw out because there were so many damn seeds in them. But my favorite mix now would be an Intiga.
Okay. Yeah, I think my favorite back then was that piney stuff. Northern Lights
Kind
number
bud.
5.
Kind bud.
Which a lot of them, I mean, there's really only so many actual parents to the weed now, where it all goes up and branches down from a few different groups. You got your Afghani, your Thai stick. So I like Northern Lights number 5. And these days, I don't know.
You're a
so
weirdo.
many different kinds.
Northern Lights number 5.
Blue Dream. There's a lot of good ones.
Skittles. I just order what is good and what will get me sleepy. But we're gonna wrap it up here a little early, Tio. I just wanted to let people know that definitely join our Facebook group again at Raw Chat. Go to our YouTube channel, Raw Live, and sign up for Tio's YouTube channel. Todd's Real Lawn. He's getting into the winter season here, and he's gonna be breaking down lawns and stuff. So, Lily, anytime you're welcome. Anytime you come and join in with the show, you're welcome to come up and share your input, but you're in transit though. So thanks for listening and tuning in. We do appreciate it. If anybody has any questions about this show or any of the other shows, definitely go to rawlive.com, drop us a message, and we will be back on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live here on Fireside. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Smoking.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
Smoking.
Bomb, bomb. Smoke it.